Welcome to Warriors TV. We're joined by Warriors General Manager Willie Dunn. Hi Willie, how are you doing?
I'm okay. Had better weekends, but had worse.
Tell us about the weekend. Then we went down to Nottingham yesterday. It was a very, very early start because it was a 1 o'clock face-off.
Yeah, early start for us. I had to leave Edinburgh at 3:30 in the morning to be able to get down there. But we went down there incredibly short bench. It's the shortest we've been since we've been there. There are nine players missing. Combination of work commitments, injuries, and suspension. So it was always going to be tough. But meant the young kids got lots of ice. We started slow against them. They went into a 3-0 lead. We kind of steadied the ship a bit, pulled it back to 4-2, and we were pushing to get the third goal, and we lost a couple of soft goals near the end and ran out of steam. It's like you can't go anywhere. No team in this league can lose 9 players and go somewhere and win. But the guys, you can't fault their effort. They put in a lot of effort yesterday. It's a long trip there and back for the guys, and then we turn up tonight.
A different story tonight as well. It still didn't get the points, but what a different game.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the same though. We had 5 guys back, but still had 4 guys out. I mean, we've lost Owen Yarrow for the season through suspension. We've lost Ethan Reid through an injury for the rest of the season. Obviously, Skippy as well for the rest of the season. And Ross Douglas, but better news on him, that I think he's going to make it back in the next week or so. So his injury wasn't as bad as we first thought. So we're still missing quality players, but I think tonight the guys stuck to the game plan. They did really, really well. Penalties cost us. We can debate whether they were actual penalties or not. They cost us big time tonight, but we were there. We matched the best team in the league, and we can go toe to toe with these teams when we have everybody here and everybody fit. But again tonight, Callum Queenan got a bad one at the end. We'll have to see what the situation is with him, with his knee. He's kind of twisted it when he's went down. These ones can maybe take 2-3 weeks. We don't have that many weeks left in the season, so again, we may have another player out for the rest of the season. But the performances tonight, I thought Josh was excellent for us again. Our D stood on their heads. Young Will, people forget about Will Daly. He's 16. He's 16 and he's out there playing against men and doing well. I know George got a couple of shifts in the D as well. So the guys worked hard. You cannot fault their effort, but we just came up a little bit short. But it shows you what we can do.
And there's been a little bit of confusion over a certain game that never happened.
The game that never was, Solihull. So it's quite complicated, and I was trying to put a press release together, but it's just so complicated that I thought it's easier to do it like this. All the teams, apart from one, not Solihull, attended the fixtures meeting. I went down there with the rink management for the fixtures meeting in, I think it was July in Sheffield. And we were all paired up with teams that we were playing. It's like a kind of speed dating type environment where you would fix out your fixtures. We were told the first 4 teams you have to go to the ones that were in your cup group, which we did. One of those was Billingham. So we had our 4 fixtures in, including tonight's one. Later on, we met with Solihull and we put the 4 fixture dates in that we were playing them. One was in end of February, beginning of March. So we did that. And then the team that wasn't there came with their fixtures, and it changed a lot of ones. We had to change fixtures around, and it got quite confusing for people. EIHA released the fixtures, and it wasn't until about 4 weeks ago that Ethan Reid, funny enough, said to me, "Are you sure we're playing Solihull? Because they've not got it down." So I went onto the EIHA website, and they had us today playing against Billingham at 5 o'clock in Whitley Bay, and at 5:30 we were meant to be playing Solihull down in Solihull. So I kind of thought, whoa, wait a minute here, there's an issue. So contacted the EIHA, and nobody knows how this has come around, but there was a double fixture, so we thought, right, okay, what dates can we play? The snow then started. We had to then rearrange a couple of games, so our dates were very, very limited, and they didn't match with Solihull. And this is a no-blame culture with Solihull or ourselves, or even the EIHA on this. So the suggestion was this game was to be moved to midweek, which was a non-starter. We've got guys working, so has Billingham, and also the effect it would have on the attendance as well. So we couldn't do that. The only other date was the 8th of March, next Saturday. The issue we have with that is Callum Queenan had arranged his engagement party months ago because we didn't have a game and we couldn't ice a team because all the boys are at Callum's engagement party. So therefore, when we met with the EIHA, we spoke about, had a number of calls with them and with Solihull. The thing was that we had to forfeit the game. We couldn't make the date that wasn't meant to be the date of the game, right? So it doesn't actually have much of an effect on either team's points or positions in the league. We've come to an agreement, and that's why the game was cancelled against him, and the game tonight has gone ahead. And that's why I wanted to do it in an interview, was try writing that in a press release, Andy.
Well, I think you've cleared that up
Yeah.
a bit more.
Yeah, and we have to take a kind of. It's not something we wanted to do. We wanted to go down and play hockey, right? Down in Solihull, it's a long way, but it's always a feisty and good game. Irony is, it looks like we'll play Solihull in the playoffs, so we end up going back down there anyway. And Solihull guys have been great. Without EIHA have been helpful with it as well. So we move on. And next year, everybody will be at the fixtures meeting, and we'll hopefully have less chaos.
Well, thanks, Willie. We wish Callum all the best for his engagement due next weekend, and I hope he's not hobbling for that.
Well, I might be sitting with his leg up and just having a couple of drinks, but we'll see. Hopefully, it'll be fine. But it's one of those ones when it happens, it looks bad. Maybe a couple of days, he might be alright. Callum's a trooper.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, Willie. We'll catch up again soon.
Okay, cheers.